Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. I want to start off by saying thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I definitely encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For those of you interested in a personal reading, all that information can be found down below in the description. So let's go ahead and Taurus, this is your weekly reading. There is a sense of putting the pieces together is what I'm picking up. There's something that is becoming crystal clear to you this week when it comes to why something didn't work out in the past. Now, whether this was a romantic relationship, whether this was a friendship, whether this was a job, whether this was a hobby or whatever it was, it's almost kind of like, okay, I'm seeing it, right? Whatever this is in your life was something that really had you questioning yourself a lot, or really had you questioning your path. But regardless of anything, I feel that when something didn't work out, even though at that moment in time you wanted to know the reason why it didn't work out, right? You wanted to know the why. You wanted to know what was the reason why something just kind of fell apart. And you may have sat in that energy for a while, and then you kind of was just like, you know what, screw this. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to move on, and I'm going to keep on taking step forward. And the moment that you decide to do that, the moment that you decide, you know what, when I'm meant to know or when I'm meant to see something, is going to come to me, right? Instead of allowing that energy of like why hold you back, you decided to kind of like not so much suppress it, but you kind of put it aside. You know, like you were like, you know what, that why is going to come when I'm ready for it, and then you decided to go ahead and continue on with whatever you were doing. Now that you are immersed, right, or really engaged in whatever it is that you're doing, now the answers are clear, right? So if it was a relationship that didn't work out, you're meeting somebody, or you have met somebody that it just kind of clicks with, right? There is no needing to fight, or no needing to I feel like there's no need to fight to make something happen, or no needing to fight to communicate, or no needing to fight to actually see results, right? Whatever this is for you specifically, because again, these are just general readings and I'm just picking up on just the general energy. Whatever it was from the past that needed to be let go of, right, may have been in your life, let's put it this way, for a very long time. So whether this was a thought process, right, a certain belief, or whether this was a person, or maybe you have been at your old job for like 15 years, and it's like even the thought of changing jobs may have been scary at that moment. But again, something worked out in your favor, and you're finally seeing the reason why something had to end. And as always, whenever there is an ending, there's always a new beginning. And sometimes when you get focused or super focused on the ending, you don't allow yourself the new beginning, or you don't allow yourself to see a new beginning when it's actually happening. And again, you may have been stuck in that energy for a while, but I do pick up like you guys overcame that energy. And the moment that you guys overcame that energy, that space within your mind, then something becomes crystal clear to you, which is beautiful. There isn't much about like, when it comes to you, I do feel that there is going to be a significant conversation that you're having with somebody. For a lot of you, this is a significant other. So if you are in a relationship, in a committed relationship, or married, there is a conversation talking about the future, and it revolves more around finances. And it's almost kind of like either you or the person that you're dealing with, somebody has been overspending a little, and there needs to be a budget that you both agree with, in order to be able to work towards the bigger goals that you guys have. There are some cuts that need to be made when it comes to finances that are not necessarily how can I put it this way? They're not exactly like a necessity. Let's put it this way. They're more of like an indulging type of thing. because again, there is, you know, whether you guys are saving up to buy a house or buy a car or have a child or whatever it is, there is a sense of like almost financially preparing for something. And the way that the finances are going right now between you and someone else, is keeping you guys kind of like at a halt, or keeping you guys kind of like at a pause, because you guys are spending money, one or both of you are spending money on things that can really hold off, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and let's pull out 3 tarot. So we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Five of Swords, and then we have the Five of Coins. And so the Queen of Cups came out in the reverse, the Five of Swords came up in the upright, and then the Five of Coins came out in the reverse. So you know, this is definitely a conversation that you guys really don't want to have when it comes to finances. Somebody gets very emotional, very in their feelings. Somebody may feel like somebody else is trying to control their finances. But there has to be a shift in perspective. If the two of you are working on a mutual goal, then you both have to be actively working towards it. For those of you that are more focused on what it was that was let go of, right, and why something didn't work out, it's almost kind of like needing to release that attachment that you have to what didn't work out in order to get clarity as to the reason why it didn't work out. You know, when you talk about, you know, one of the sayings that you always hear is God answers in 3 ways, right? Yes, or no, or not yet, or basically there's something better, right? And it's almost kind of like that thing. So that may have been 4 different ways, right? So there may have been something that you really wanted to work out in the past, but it was like, you know what, there's something better, there's something better, and you had to trust in that without knowing exactly what that something better was in order to allow yourself to receive it. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. Now, this can be confirmation to the reading. This can be your advice or something that you need to be made aware of that you're not seeing clearly. So just one card. It's like so many cards want to jump off. It's like somebody's questioning the reason why certain things have worked out the way that they have. So we have the number 7 and we have the covenant, sacred contract. Right? And when we talk about sacred contract, we talk about things that we agreed to before coming into this world, right? So there's sometimes things that you're not aware of, right? And there's certain things that need to play out. And this is one of those things that needed to play out, that needed to be released from your space, from your energy, in order to allow you to go into the something better, in order to allow you to receive something better. And the longer that you try to hold on, or the stronger you try to hold on to something that is no longer beneficial, that is no longer serving your life, the further away it seems that the something better is going to be. So again, if you're still resisting when it comes to something that has ended in your life, take some time this week and really go into that space, that energy, to allow yourself to release it so that you can allow the new to come in. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for your love and support. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Mwah! Love you all. Bye-bye.